Hi everyone, I'm echoing. Give me a sec. Okay. Hi everyone, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Hi. Hi. Susie and Vexing, you are the early birds. Hi Gypsy Rose. Hi Finding. Come on in everybody. Hit the thumbs up button while you're coming in the door, please. How's it going? Okay. You can hear me okay? I sound all right? Everything is working okay? Hi Donna. Hi Hope. Come on in everybody. Hit the thumbs up as you're coming in the door. I'm glad you're all here with me today. It is Wednesday, February 4th at 3 p.m. on the west coast of British Columbia, Canada. I sound great? Okay, good. Hi Deary, hi Dee. Sorry, hi Terry. Hi Dee. Hi Sharon. How's it going, ladies? Wait for everybody to come on in. Did you guys get notifications for this? Did your notifications go off at all? I'm wondering, some people need to reset their little bell. Click your bell off, click it back on, and then select all. Hi Miriam, hi Let Them. Oh, today's Summer's birthday. Hi Melissa. Today is Summer's birthday. Ah, Summer, happy birthday, honey. She's having birthday in the sky, in my opinion. Floating around like a little fairy. That's how I picture her, you know. I picture her as like a fairy, a beautiful fairy floating around amongst the angels. Hi Hope, thank you very much for joining, honey. Hi Doodle. Thank you very much for joining. Well, happy birthday, Summer. All of us in this world down here love you, and I hope justice comes for you very soon. For sure. I called some of this case correctly. I did, eh? The Nancy case. That's what everybody's telling me. Hi, Glendar. Welcome. Yeah, I do. I've always pictured Summer as the most beautiful fairy, like a Tinkerbell type thing, and she's happy. She's happy. She's with God, and she's happy. I have been right. Well, thank you. Hi, Denise. Should I be like I'm thrilled I'm right. Like I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much, everybody. Amazing. So we are going to get into that. We're covering two topics today. We're going to go over the newest stuff I found from about Jack and Lily, and then we're going to go over the newest stuff about Nancy Guthrie towards the end. No one can hurt her anymore. Exactly. And I firmly believe, along with all of you, that Summer helped her brothers. I firmly believe that. She got her brothers out of a really bad situation. So yeah, that's what I've always felt. So come on in. Hi everyone. So where do we start? Okay, we're gonna start with Jack and Lily. Well, first of all, before we start watching stuff, I want all of you to know that I spent, like, I'm actually really tired. I spent a good chunk of the night last night trying to get some strong location for Jack and Lily. Um, because there is multiple, like yesterday I was getting a mine, right? Then I found out there's like 10 of them there, which is totally frustrating because I thought, oh, this is it, right? So I'm trying to narrow it down, and I have one mine that has come up 4 times for me since last night, and it just keeps coming back. I keep getting the same thing over and over. So fingers crossed. Many of you have reached out to the grandma, and she hasn't contacted me yet. I hope she's watching right now. I would love to be able to talk to you, and I can just toss off my ideas to you on what to look for, what to do, where to go, etc. So yeah. Hi Dawn, good to see you. Um, yeah, that's how I get stuff done. I just deal with the family directly, and then they deal with law enforcement. Hi Phyllis Davis, good to see you. Exactly. And I people are always like, oh well, you can't believe in God. You're a psychic. Well, I grew up in the church, and I've also been practicing Buddhist for 25 years. So you're wrong when it comes to that. Anyways, everything happens in God's time, and it is all His plan, and we have zero control over it. Um, it's hard to understand. None of us understand it, but we have to accept it. And Summer is going to be found. I'm not going to go all into about Summer in this live stream. That's not what it's about. But I don't want people giving up hope. I'm getting that she is going to be found, and justice is coming. I literally see handcuffs. I see it. And as for how many people go to prison, I'm getting 4 people, possibly 5. And we all know who they are, and I'm not going to name them. So, yeah, let's just hope it happens as soon as possible. So back to Jack and Lily. I spent all night trying to narrow down what mine I'm getting. And I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow before I actually say, okay, go and look. You know, I got to make sure I'm confident on what I'm getting. Because it's hard. It's hard. Like, it's super hard. People are like, well, why can't you just do it? You don't understand how this works. Like, if, say, for example, if there's 10 mines, well, I've got 5 of them in my head, and I need to figure out which one it is from there. Makes sense? So, thank you, everybody, for reaching out and, reaching out and passing on my contact information. Thank you very, very much. So, yeah. Don't get frustrated, everybody. I know everybody's frustrated, but darn drugs. Yes, exactly, Melissa. Like that seems to, it's so sad. Drugs and alcohol seem to be the common denominator in all of missing people and children being hurt and whatnot. I mean, I bet you at least 50% of the people listening right now went through it. What all of you went through it as well. I went through it, and I think that's why I get really attached to these cases with the kids. That's why I was like, I don't want to do this. I pulled away and didn't want to do this case. But the last week and a half, I've had tens upon tens of people saying, Tara, please do it. Tara, please do it. Please cover Jack and Lily. So I'm doing it for you. And I hope it helps. That's my goal. I'm not here to make video after video about it. I'm here to try and find them. And I just drew a blank. What was I going to say? Poof! Squirrel. Oh. About all of us as adults. We probably all went through a lot of it ourselves. So that's why we all get so attached to these children's cases, especially those of you that are grandparents too. Um, it's natural instinct. So you guys know where I stand on Jack and Lily's case now. I said it straight to the point yesterday on who I feel the person of interest is. There's two of them. I'm getting two people. I'm going to just say it again. I'm getting two people and a third on the outskirts. I'm getting two men and the female knows. And you know who I'm talking about. I see the female just living in a really crappy situation, and this is my opinion, okay? I'm getting that she was living in a really crappy situation, and you ladies know what I'm saying. I don't even need to come out and say it. You know what I'm saying. I'm reading that she had to put up with his shit, or bad things would really happen. That's what I'm getting. But I'm not saying that she's perfect, not at all. But I'm saying she's a product of the poor life choices of their spouse, basically. Many women out there go through the same thing, right? And I believe that she was scared to come forward. And like, I know people have told me that she was like considering it or something like that. And that the rumors out there that there was domestic abuse and stuff. So that's how I feel about it. I picture, like, and when I'm reading the situation, I see her off on the side. Like, say, for example, you're sitting in a living room. I see her sitting on the couch, and then I see violence happening like right in front of her, and there's nothing she can do. That's what I'm seeing in my vision as an example. Okay. So, sorry, and I'm breathing a lot. If that's annoying what I just did, I'll stop doing that. Um, that's what I'm getting. And the last night, I literally was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about this nonstop. Uncle, who is the uncle? I'm getting uncle, dirty uncle, over and over and over again. Who is the uncle? You guys probably know who it is. I don't want to know the names or nothing. But I'm getting the uncle and Danny Boy together. So you guys know who that is? I don't know who that is. It's frustrating. I can only imagine how frustrated the family is. Do they say older or younger? Well, I didn't know there was two. Just a sec here. Well, it's crazy. I'm getting both. I'm getting both uncles. One was just a little bit worse than the other, though. I'm getting the younger one is the one that was involved with, I believe, covering this up. The helping SD stepdad cover this up. Then the older uncle, I see him hanging around and partying and stuff. Partying, hanging out, drinking, doing things that aren't cool. So I don't know. I could be wrong though. Okay, I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm getting. The youngest one, the younger one. The younger one, I actually am getting like literally logistics of it. The logistics, okay, like having to transport and move things around. It would need to be somebody that was strong and younger. People always tend to factor that in. It's a harsh thing to think of, but it's true. The logistics of it all. So yeah, there you go. Let's see who came in here. Okay. I'm just scrolling back in the chat. Give me 2 seconds. You know the uncle. Okay. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, good. I hope it helps. Yeah. And those two men, and I'm just seeing, say, like I said a minute ago, the mom, I just see her kind of stuck in a really bad situation, but she's not doing everything like she should be doing either. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a toxic environment, but she's kind of letting it happen. Just not doing anything about it because she's nervous. I feel the nervous. I actually feel it. Um, yeah, I feel it. Like having an unstable spouse in a room with you that's intoxicated and high, and yeah, that's totally what I'm getting. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any names or nothing. I don't want to know. Please don't tell me. I don't want to know names. And that's that. I'm not getting anybody else involved. I'm getting just the two men and Mama knows. I'm not seeing others after that. I'm not seeing anyone else. I am getting like brotherly bond. I see a set of brothers that have been naughty all their lives. They've done a lot of nasty things in their lives, and that they're doing things together. They're doing things together like siblings do. That's what I'm getting here. And that, yeah, Danny boy, I should just call him D boy or the boy or something like that. D boy. D boy. Let's do that. D boy. Okay, so you guys know who I'm talking about. D boy. I'm getting did the bad stuff, and the uncle helped him do the cleaning up, and is still helping. So yeah. And I asked, brothers by blood. Yes, that's what I'm getting. Yes, blood. I'm getting a very strong pact, like a pack. I see the strong close together. You know, when you do something real shitty, and at least in movies, that you see one sister do something really bad, and she needs the other sister to help her not get caught. And that's what I'm getting here with the two. With the two. Um. Okay. Now what the hell was I gonna say? Sorry, guys. I'm drawing a blank now. Okay. I haven't checked my email in a few hours or so, but I've asked people if I can put my email in the chat too. So, or Susie, can you? I'll do it. I need people to please send me the map of the areas that have already been searched. Like I think I saw one that was done up very well. It was all colored and gridded and everything. I would love to have a copy of that map of where everything's already been checked, please. That will help a lot. Save me a lot of time. But there is areas where I feel they're going to have to go back. Today I was actually flat out getting that they've gone past them. They've gone past them. So I need to see the map. I need to know where they've been. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Lori Lynn. Come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up for me. Okay, sounds good, honey. Thank you very much. It's somebody will find it. It's okay. Yeah, Justin might have it. I don't know. Hi, Casey. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hi, Lisa. Happy Wednesday. I guess Wednesday's kind of a happy day. We're halfway there. Okay, so how many people are in the chat? Okay, we got 90 people. Okay, I need 10 more. Let's go. 10 more people to come in the chat, and then I will give out the free memberships. So share this out to everybody you know, please. And hit the thumbs up for me. We got 90 watching and 4 likes. Please send them up. And then we're going to get into all the stuff. I've got a whole bunch of stuff pulled up I want to go over with you guys. Current news reports and stuff like that, interviews and whatnot. What do you guys think about D-Boy recently being arrested for SA? How did that make you guys feel about the situation? Does that make you think he's even more guilty? What does it do for your opinion of what's happened? How does it make you feel? It fits, yeah. Would I be interested? Yes, please. Oh, Melissa, that'd be fantastic, hon. I would love that, babe. Yes, please. He's a sicko, got a gut feeling. Yeah. I'm glad. I believe she told a therapist in hospital. And it is on mom. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes me even think even more that the law RCMP is actually like, I think they're trying to play easy with him, be gentle with him. They're trying to make him think that he's innocent. Like he said it again today in an interview today. He truly, truly believes that he's not a suspect. Like I firmly believe that they're messing with him. They want him to think that he's innocent and that they think he's innocent and nothing. Hi, Kim. Hi, honey. Good to see you. I think they're closing in too, Patriot. It seems like it. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, exactly. He thinks he'll get away with it. Exactly, Denise. I agree. So sad. Hi, Marie. I'm a psychic medium. Correct. Okay. All right, Melissa. That sounds good. I will, hun. I will. Thank you very much for that, Melissa. I will hang on to it and take good care of it, okay? I don't think they've ever said the allegations were against um, D-Boy and an adult. All we know is it was against an adult. We don't know. Are you guys talking about? I'm not talking about Nancy right now. I'm talking about Jack and Lily. RCP. Oh, yeah, there you go. 6 more to go. Let's go. 4 more people. And, oh no, 6 more to go, and I will put the memberships out. Get it? Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for the map. Medical intuitive. I specialize in medical readings. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you, honey. I do medical readings. That's like my number one thing. I'm able to tell you what you should talk to your doctor about, give you suggestions on what to talk about with your doctor. Huh, interesting. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, isn't that interesting? Wow. I agree, Patriot. I think the RCMP definitely not talking. They're not going to know any. They're not going to tell you anything. Hi, XD. Hello, honey. Okay, how many is in the chat? Let's see. 95. We need 5 more. 95 watching. Come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just do it now. So those of you that don't have memberships, these are courtesy of me. Where are we? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Catch the membership as it's flying past you. Catch it, catch it, catch it. There we go. Congratulations. Wild Child, Monica, Kelly Lynn, or Kelly Lane, XD, and Gypsy Rose. Thank you. Yay, welcome. And I actually have quite a bit of stuff on my members section. I've got a lot of content on there. You're very welcome. Okay, I'm going to do 5 more now, okay? Ready? Catch it as it's flying by you. Go. There you go. Denise, Becky, Cindy, Barb, Caitlin, Lisa, Casey. There you go. Congratulations. Yay. All right. I was waiting to do that. It lets you do it if it's just once a month. So these are the memberships for February. Welcome to my crazy world, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Put your listening devices on. Stella May. Thank you very much, Stella. I appreciate you. I appreciate that very much. I'm trying to get my memberships to grow. If you're considering, if you want to know how to help me out, it would be becoming a member to my channel. That would be fantastic. I do lots of stuff for I have a lot of content for members. Pooh, Dee, I'm sorry, honey. It won't let me pick and choose who the freebies go to. It's like Christmas. Rhonda Martin, thank you so much, honey. 17 months. I'm glad you've been with me all that time. Love it. Thank you very much. Any new missing on? No, nothing on the lady in town here. No news at all. I think the RCMP have more evidence by the way they talk. I think so too, Patriot. I sure do. Absolutely do. They are just, they won't tell him anything. Hi, Purple Girl. Susie, 16 months. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I love you guys. I have some fantastic subscribers and members, that's for sure. Hi, Aggie. Happy Wednesday. Been watching for many months and forgot to renew, but I was under Lady Roses before. Oh, well, there you go, Stella May. There you go. Oh, Rhonda, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, you're a sweetheart, honey. Thank you very much. How does one go about getting a medical reading? I'll give you my website. Spirit Whispers Candles.com. Okay, so there's my website, and you can have a little look-see through there. I think I got 4 different types of readings up there that you can book. So there you go. Thank you for asking. And let them. Thank you very much. I love it. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so let's get started here. Everybody have your headphones and stuff in? Are you all ready? We're going to watch some serious stuff. Serious stuff. Okay. Screen capture. One sec here. Excuse me while I turn my cam all over the put my cam all over the place. All right, and you're not seeing the screen. Come on. Okay, we ready? Okay, tell me if you can hear that. Okay, I think you should be able to hear it.
Okay, Daniel.
You can hear it, right?
What's the latest with this case?
I think we're going to have to dive into some questions so I can, really try to answer that because, I mean, there's so much. But what I can say is my blood was taken or drawn, and they got a few drops in my blood for that, check my DNA, because my DNA is obviously going to be on the blanket. But I can't really disclose, and I'm pretty limited on what I know about the blanket at this moment. But I can say, with the DNA collection, something's definitely proceeding forward with that.
How did that go when they took your sample? Did they take you into the station?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I learned yesterday that you guys can't hear me while that's playing. So I will try to pay attention to that. Okay.
Done at the station. Investigator did it. They have an applicator, which, they hit the end of your finger with it, just like you were testing for your blood sugar. Just, pinch the end of your finger, and I had to squeeze for 20 minutes to get some blood out. But after we get those 4 drops out, it goes onto a little pad, and it's put in a envelope and then plastic bag and then sealed up for evidence.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat here for a sec. Patriot. I'm spot on with a lot of stuff. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Francis. I've had a lot of you messaging me this morning going, Tara, you were bang on, especially about Nancy. So I just hope it helps. I just hope it helps.
Do you know of anyone else who had their sample taken?
No.
No.
I was never disclosed any of that.
Yeah.
Nor do I ask, because I know I would not get an answer in return.
Right. You've been asking questions.
Yeah, I ask a lot of questions. Sometimes they can't answer.
And was that voluntary, or did they?
That was 100% voluntary. They never have to get a warrant to do anything. I'm always cooperative. Just like in the past, I keep asking them, do you want my phone? Do you want me to do more polygraphs? Like I'm
Yep. No name calling. Who did somebody say something? You emailed me that. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Okay, Charmin. Thank you very much. Hopefully the map is good. Those of you who are with me, I don't remember when this was. I think it was last month, January. 2 ladies in my town were missing. One of them was found. The other one they're still looking for. I spent almost 2 weeks looking for her. But the other lady, those of you remember, I was on searching virtually, and I got a hold of her family at midnight on a Friday, and she was found the next morning. But what I'm getting at is they had a fantastically detailed map that connects up with Google Maps, and it's the pins and everything, but it was super, super detailed. It was amazing. And it actually had login for all the searchers. They could just log in and check I'm in, attendance, and then check out when they're done. It was fantastic.
I'm open to everything. And I always tell them that. They say, Daniel, no, we don't need your phone. Daniel, no, it's not necessary to do any more polygraphs. So at this point,
Don Wells did say he was an open book, and so did Trezell West from Orton and Orson's. And so didn't Chris Watts say that too? I think Chris Watts did the "you can ask me anything" line, if I'm remembering right. So yeah, exactly. They won't. Exactly. Okay, thank you very much, Donna. I appreciate that. Yeah, the map was fantastic, and like whoever made it knew what they were doing, and it's like you could click on the GPS coordinates and it would immediately like go to your phone and stuff. It was fantastic.
I'm very cooperative, you know. And when they did up the paper for consent on my DNA, you know, they fill in the paper, you know, May 2nd, missing persons case for Jack and Lily. And then they go through it. And then there's the box checked for criminal involvement, no criminal involvement. And they check the box for no criminal involvement. And I put my signature on it. And there was my, and they check the box for no criminal involvement. And
Look
I
at
put
the
my
look on his
criminal
face right now.
involvement.
Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry. Holy. He's got the little smirk going and he does the slight head yes nod. That's it. I told you all. I told you so.
And they check the box for no criminal involvement. And I put my signature
that
no
right there?
involvement. And they check the box for no criminal involvement.
Right there.
And I put my signature on it. And there was my consent. Check the box for no criminal involvement. And I put my signature on it. And there was my consent.
How did you feel when you saw that box was checked?
Very happy.
Okay,
But
and
I've known.
And I'll say this. I always say this in every case. In the end, when justice is done and people are in prison, it turns out that the people I was suspecting were innocent. I will apologize. I've done it before. I'll do a public apology, going, "Hey, it was just my opinion. I'm glad you're good and you're innocent." But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I'm usually right on, like, that's actually, I've been right when it comes to like suspects and who's guilty and all that. I've been correct on every one of them except for one. Dylan Brown's case, I was totally wrong on the whole thing. And I issued an apology when it was over. I was like, oh my God, I was totally wrong. And that happens. I don't either. I don't believe a thing. It's just, I can just see right through him.
For, you know, since the start that I'm 100% innocent. But to see investigators say the start that I'm 100% innocent. But to see investigators say that to me before, but then also, you know.
I would like to actually watch what Deception Detective did on this guy. I'm sure he's done videos on him. We should watch those. I want to see what he says.
See it visually with my own eyes. It was a big thing.
Oh,
so it's your understanding you believe.
Oh, okay. But the twist is that apparently there is no box to check. There is no box for criminal info. Oh my God. Ah, well, there you go. Huh. Hi, Ruby.
That RCMP do not consider you a suspect?
I'd say 100% I'm not considered as a suspect at this point.
Why is that?
I mean, from that box being checked.
Why is that?
I mean, from that box being checked.
Look at this.
But we can also go back to when I had my polygraph exam.
What is this? What does
when
Deception
we
Detective say?
went over the questions beforehand, all the questions were on death, right? So they concluded that by the end of it, I was truthful with all my all my answers. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
I
We'll have
didn't have
to watch
anything to
his
do
stuff.
with the murder of Lily and Jack.
Okay.
And there was no questions on the disappearance or abduction or kidnapping or anything of that nature. So that leaves me with kidnapping or anything of that nature. So that leaves me with, I didn't murder the kids. I have nothing to do with the disappearance because they did not ask any questions on that.
And so you mentioned that in the polygraph, they didn't ask you about the disappearance and whether you had anything to do with it. But I'm going to ask, did you have anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lily?
All right. Thank you so much.
Did you kill them?
No.
What do you think happened to them?
Exactly, Wanda.
At this point, I'm completely just not sure. I mean, I've thrown speculation out in the past and, narratives that I think, or theories that, what I think may have happened. But at this point, I have to just go with what the RCMP say because they have so much information, they have more resources, and they're the ones that are fully invested in this case. They have the, intellect and professional training to do what they do. It's been 8 months, and I know a lot of people think that, the kids are not alive anymore, but I hold out hope 100%. I'll always hold out hope every day because there's no reason not to.
Do you think it's criminal?
Because there's no reason not to.
Do you think it's criminal?
Yes.
Do you
hope every day? Hold out hope 100%. I'll always hold out hope every day because there's no reason not to.
Do you think it's criminal?
That just seems really weird.
Yes. But it will not pivot to a criminal case or a criminal investigation from a missing persons until they have a suspect. And
I catch myself. I look at the camera every now and then. I catch myself and I'm sitting here and I'm like doing funny looks. I got a funny look on my face because I'm listening. I'm like, what is this guy saying? What is this guy saying? It sounds like this is rehearsed. It really sounds like he has rehearsed this over and over and over. That's crazy. I catch myself sitting here looking at the camera and making funny faces. Like, what? What are you saying?
They're going to be investigated and then, formally charged.
Do you get any sense from RCMP that they believe this is criminal?
Yes, but they don't openly share that or talk about that concept with me. That's pretty limited. They use as many.
Every single case. If they aren't telling you stuff like that and they have stopped contacting you, you might as well wait for the car to be pulling up in your driveway and the handcuffs coming. If they've stopped talking to you, that's a problem.
I mean, it uses the least amount of words they can to convey what they're trying to get across or questions, or it's usually me who tries to dive in depth with them, but, they're pretty tight-lipped on everything, and they should be.
How many times have they officially interviewed you?
Formally interviewed. The very first one was about 4 hours, and since then, I'd say about maybe 5 times. I don't know the count exactly, but probably around 5 times.
And when was the latest one?
The latest.
Wow. Really, that's crazy. He studied true crime? That just gave me the willies. Immediately I'm thinking of Brian. That's crazy. Thank you very much, Charmin. They just can't connect the dots. Yeah, yeah. and took courses on lie detectors. Well, it could be why he's acting a little cocky then, eh? He thinks he's truly beaten it? In my opinion, that's what I think is happening here. This has nothing to do with reading either, okay? We're just talking right now. Wow, well, okay. So he thinks he's like out out tricked it, or like is smarter than it, or look at how, like, later on down the road it'll be, look at how I fooled the system or something. Which is so common, isn't it? So common. Don Wells said the same thing, that they will never ever find Summer, and that there's no evidence anywhere. And didn't they say the same thing about oh God, sorry, I can't think of her name right now. It'll come to me. Yeah, you think so too. Yep. He does not look at her in the eyes. Uh-huh.
This one would have been, that would have been on the blanket. So, and that the actual formal interview for that wasn't very long. That was probably about 20 minutes. But
Thank you, Aggie.
the amount of time I spend with them is a lot, because we go over a lot. It's just me asking questions and how can I help them, and so it's usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I only plan on being there for 20 minutes or whatever they have to do with me, but it's just like we just keep talking.
And so when you say interviews, that would be recorded.
If there's new people in the chat or in the background right now watching and you're new, please subscribe to my channel and please hit the thumbs up button for me. And I hope to see you all the time and interacting with us as well in the chat. We're a kind group over here, and I don't put up with trolls or hate or anything like that. So everybody is welcome here as long as you're polite and simple. Polite. As if you would be if we were face to face.
On the record interrogations.
Yes. Yeah, that's the audio recordings.
There have been allegations from Malaya's friends and family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
They said that when she moved in with you, family.
Watch his head, okay? So when he says no, he shakes his head no, but then does this. Hi, YouTuber. Hi, Hunt. Hi, Laurel. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for subscribing. Watch his head.
That you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
They said that when she moved in with you, she cut off all contact with them and you monitored her phone.
She also monitored mine. We both had the same passwords on her phone, and her friends, she blocked her friends on my phone, and she blocked them on her own phone.
Okay.
Her friend, mine.
Cut off all
Sorry, I gotta go
They
back.
said that when she moved in with you,
No.
Malaya's friends and family.
Friends.
There have been allegations from Malaya's friends and family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
Friends and family.
Audio recordings.
Sorry,
There have been allegations from Malaya's friends and family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
Watch his hands.
Family.
Okay, watch his hands there. Okay, so he's got his hands just just sitting cash. Then she starts to ask these questions, and it looks like he's squeezing his knuckles. Like if we were there sitting with him, I wouldn't be surprised if we heard his knuckles go crack, crack, crack. You know, people crack their knuckles, right? As she's asking some pretty hard questions here.
There have been allegations from Malaya's friends and family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
They said that when she moved in with you, she cut off all contact with them and you monitored her phone.
She also monitored mine. We both had the same passwords on her phone, and her friends, she blocked her friends on my phone, and she blocked them on her own phone.
So how would you describe your relationship before the children went missing?
Yes.
The children. So how would you describe your relationship before the children went missing?
Yes.
Tongue coming out.
I don't really want to talk on that because I don't really want to talk on too much to do with Malaya.
Hi, Pickle
It's
Miamo.
best that we don't.
Okay.
Welcome, honey.
And so you mentioned that there
Come on in.
were some
Hit the thumbs
accusations
up,
about your
please,
past
everybody.
drug use.
Mhm.
I've read some things about it being drug use that week, the week the children went missing. Is there any truth to that?
No, I didn't have any drugs. And Major Crimes knows that. Or they would have, charged me with possession of drugs or drug paraphernalia. There was nothing at the house. So,
Okay.
and they know that.
What is your history in terms of the drug use? What would you like to share, just to clear the air?
You're smiling there, too.
I did not have any drugs. People thought I was doing drugs during the search. Absolutely not. I don't owe any drug dealers money. I don't owe anyone drugs.
Yes, yeah. That's
I'm
one
not
thing.
a drug.
That's one thing I'll say about this case. My readings on this case, I don't get anything like that. Like Summer case is different. This case, I'm not getting anything where it's like a debt for drugs or a debt for something. I'm not getting that at all. Not trafficking or anything like that. I'm getting straight up 100% abuse. That's what the problem is. Child endangerment, that type of thing.
Drug dealer.
Welcome,
I don't
everybody.
manufacture drugs.
Come on in.
Can't really speak on anything more than that, I
Those
guess.
have been all the accusations
Yeah.
I
about
agree,
you.
Ruby.
That
I
I
agree.
have, manufacture drugs, sell them. I give them to people to sell. It's
There was
crazy.
no drug party that night.
No, there was no drug party. There was no leaving during the middle of the night. When we pulled into the yard, there was no leaving during the middle of the night. When we pulled into the yard on Thursday afternoon, it would have been about 3:50 or
I'm going to have to go back over all of this footage like another time and listen to all the EVPs I'm hearing in the background. But yeah, that'll take me a little while to do. Takes time. So that'll be the late night sessions I do. All of a sudden I'm on at 2 a.m. your time. It's because I'm listening. So I do jump on at late hours in the night. If I think I'm hearing something, I'll just come on and you guys can help listen to it with me.
just right before 4 o'clock. The vehicle did not move till the next morning until I got in it and then went searching for Lily just right before 4 o'clock. The vehicle did not move till the next morning until
Oh, look at that.
the vehicle did not move till the next morning
Dead
until
straight. Stop shaking.
did not move till the next morning.
Right here, he stops twitching and fussing and looks her straight on for half a second.
Until I got in it and then went searching for Lily and Jack that morning when Malay was on dispatch.
My reading's telling me there is a vehicle involved. Flat out, I'm getting the kids were transported in a vehicle off the property quickly. That's totally what I'm getting. So is that a lie? Is that an indicator of a lie then? Is that what he does? He stops twitching and then purposely tries to stare you down? I'm flat out reading 100% a car is involved. It would have to be. It would have to be. He wouldn't be able to transport without one.
Or contacted dispatch back that morning when Malay was on dispatch. Or contacted dispatch.
How have all of these allegations impacted you?
At the start, it didn't bother.
See, this is what I'm learning. So he's read so he said so many different stories and inconsistencies. Isn't that interesting? Oh, Elmo, you enjoyed. Oh, well, thank you very much, Elmo. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Good to see you here.
Bother me because they're obviously all not true. You know, basically anyone can just go on there and say whatever they want without any recourse at all.
Yeah,
and over time,
it's called free speech. It's called free speech.
You know, it started to get to me because it's just
In this case, Pickle, are you talking about Nancy? We're gonna do Nancy's case after watching this stuff, or are you meaning Malaya? Melania? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Melania, right? No, Malaya. Getting it mixed up with Trump's freaking. Oh my God. Getting it mixed up with Trump's wife. He does have a four-wheeler. Oh, there you go. A four-wheeler would work. A four-wheeler would work. Freedom of expression in Canada. That's right. Exactly, Finding. This case, okay. My readings tell me that the mom knows. The mom actually might not know where they are. She really might not know where they are, but I'm getting that she knows what's happened. She knows what happened physically. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like I'm getting like when it comes down to court, she possibly would get like a lesser charge because I'm not getting she did the physical act of, you know, and the four-wheeler was clean and pristine. Interesting. Huh.
constant, right? I tried to keep up on it all and tried to, you know, tell everyone the truth and correct everyone, but it was just too much. When those groups start to get so large and there's thousands and thousands of comments and thousands of questions every day, it's too much. And then you have YouTube creators, they just go on and, you know.
See, this is just a repeat of the Wells. Flat out, this is a repeat of the Wells situation. If they hadn't have come on social media and made a fuss, there wouldn't be a problem. There wouldn't be a problem. But this guy is one of the ones that's come on and done interview after interview after interview. I don't know. The thing about the Wells situation with me was I always thought it was a little bit fishy how, oh my God, it was even like day 2. I think it was the day after Summer went missing. Dawn, at least Dawn Wells, was already talking about YouTube drama. Like the conversation of YouTube social media drama influence was there immediately from the start. I always found that really weird. That's really suspicious to me. And here we got this one doing it too. And then in Sebastian's case, that happened as well. I don't know, just seems fishy to me. It seems fishy to me. It's almost as if is it drawing in some sort of revenue for them? Like I don't understand. Anyways.
They basically become delusional. They have their mob,
yeah,
and they look to destroy, or they're completely obsessed with me in the case.
Yeah, I mean, what have you learned about the
Krista, I understand what you're saying. Where's something about this case that seems really different than the other ones is just a really weird but a fake feeling of something. I get it. I understand. I have the same feeling. It's I honestly I think though it's just him we're picking up on. I think this is just overly rehearsed. I just see the scenario of in a movie where you're standing in a mirror practicing your speech 50 times. That's what I'm getting.
true crime community?
That it's absolutely vicious, and I said this word a lot, but obsessive. And it's a lot of those creators in the true crime community, it's like basically, talking to like a barnyard animal, I guess you could say. They don't add any value other than just being there.
Do you feel at this point things are getting worse? Or has it eased up at any point?
The community it's becoming more aggressive with their conspiracies and theories due to my lack of engagement online. I've received numerous death threats, and Major Crimes has notified me on that, and
get typing, girlfriend.
They're working hard to basically get them under control and find out who's doing it.
I agree, Patriot.
How are these death threats coming in?
Everything. Yeah.
I mean, I get them daily on my phone.
And he knows it. He knows it. He knows they're watching him. Like, what do I see with him here? What am I trying to say? I see him trying to be so calm and get his story out perfectly balanced and straight and calm. But deep inside, I see absolute chaos going on in him. Like just absolute crazy chaos inside of anxiety, stress, and nerves, which really is understandable. I do give him that. But it's okay to show emotion. It's okay to show if you're upset.
That's a normal thing, but Major Crimes was aware of them. I'm not sure if they came in for tips, call-ins, or some other way, but they didn't want to.
Yes, Melissa. Yeah, very much. You're right. Don Wells turned it into him being the victim immediately. You're correct. You're correct. It reminds me of the interview with Don and Candace sitting down in the chairs outside of their house. And Dawn said something. Remember that look Candace gave him? She gave him this look of, I'm going to rip your face off type look. Yeah. What will be his breaking point? Exactly, Wanda. Well, even if they do find, they will find the kids. They are going to find the kids. I don't think that will, I just don't see him ever admitting, if he is guilty, I don't see an admission coming. I just don't see it. I see him buckling down even harder in denial. If he's truly innocent, then that's understandable, but it needs to be proven, right? I don't know.
I dive into that. They're pretty limited on what they can tell me about any of it. I mean, basically, because they don't want me to get worried and everything like that, but pretty serious stuff, I guess.
How are you dealing with that?
I'm dealing pretty well with it because, nothing really scares me in that aspect. It's been 8 months, and I don't really put much thought into where much, I don't recognize it as, having any impact on my life personally. But I imagine a lot of individuals are probably scared for me, I guess, because I don't really put much thought into where much, I don't recognize it as, having any impact on my life personally. But I imagine a lot of individuals are probably like scared for me, I guess, because, they care about me.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I just see it as like another rock that skips off the water.
Yeah, Krista, I get it.
There still is, people with big hearts out there and open minds, but they're not on there posting.
Yep.
But I do have loyal supporters, and I appreciate every single one of them.
So now that we're coming up, getting to 9 months in this investigation, what's your sense? Where do you think the case stands?
I think the case, it's moving forward, but there is so much information to,
She's asking pretty good questions.
Really, examine.
She's asking pretty good questions.
And really go through before you can complete this part of information, then move to the next. And I mean, there's so many tips being called in, and then there's tips that are absolutely useless. Like when you see me out in public, don't call in a tip.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to end that one. We saw that part already.
Framed photos of children.
Okay, so this is from 14 hours ago. Okay.
With soft smiles, frozen in time, now just memories.
You wonder every day where they are.
The mother of missing children, Jack and Lily Sullivan, Malaya Brooks Murray, has faced intense criticism online for staying quiet. But now, 9 months after the children disappeared, her inner circle is speaking out.
Her behavior to a lot of people may seem odd, but until you're in that situation, you really don't know how you would act.
Robinson says Brooks Murray hasn't been doing well. She's lost weight, taking it.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Krista. Or do you have proof no matter what it is? Yeah, I get it. Actually, I didn't have people come and tell me stuff I did on the wedding day. I was wasted. Those of you that are new to my channel, my husband and I just got married in September, and I don't remember much. Anybody could have told them. Yeah, I get it. I agree, Krista. I agree. And yeah, he's disassociated. Yep. I can't even imagine. Yeah, I don't want to know, Ruby. I am picking up a twinge of PTSD from this guy. There's a PTSD there going on. I wouldn't be surprised. Have you ever heard him talk about having migraine headaches? Has he ever come out and said he gets headaches? Why he talks and acts guilty because he believes. Yeah. I know it's been a long time already. September. It's crazy. Time's going by so fast. This is my thought right from the get-go. Yeah, because it's interesting. Interesting, Krista. Huh. Very interesting.
It day by day and out of the public eye.
I guess if you know Malaya, that isn't out of the ordinary for her. That's just who she is. She was always quiet.
6-year-old Lily and 5-year-old Jack were reported missing from their home in rural Nova Scotia last May. It's a mystery that remains unsolved despite days of searches and an extensive investigation by RCMP Major Crimes. Brooks Murray's mother says the past 9 months have been torture. Cindy Murray didn't want to be interviewed on camera, but she told CBC the hardest part for her family is not knowing what happened.
It's just a nightmare. I can't describe it. It's mental torture to figure out, how come it's taking so long.
For 1.5 years, Brooks Murray lived with her common-law partner, Daniel Martel, in this home with Jack, Lily, and their baby daughter. As part of the investigation, police asked Brooks Murray and Martel about their relationship. Their statements are detailed in search warrant applications that were sought early on in the case. According to court documents, in the weeks before the children were reported missing, the couple had been fighting about money. An affidavit.
Thank you very much, Patriot. Yeah, thank you very much. I married my high school sweetheart. Yeah, we've known each other most of our lives, so yeah, it was pretty good.
Filed by RCMP to request a search warrant says Brooks Murray told police Martel would take her phone from her when she tried to call her mom, which would sometimes be physical and hurt. Martel told RCMP there was no physical violence. Robinson says the day the children went missing was the first time she saw where the family had been living. She was shocked.
Just the condition of the house. I mean, she had left because we weren't leaving her there.
On January 29th, Martel.
I feel weird that her family, they must have been distant from her during this time. That's kind of interesting.
Was charged with assault, sexual assault, and forcible confinement.
He has no remorse. That's what it sure seems like. Someone snapped, yeah.
Related to an adult complainant. He has not responded to requests for comment on the charges, but in early January, he sat down for an interview with CBC. Martel says RCMP took a blood sample from him in December, and he says there was a box checked on the consent form that said no criminal involvement.
I've no.
Okay, we just watched that.
So are you thinking that the dogs will go in there and won't find it?
Okay, so we're going back in time here. I picked some videos out today to go back, give me a run over of stuff. I'm only watching new stuff. I don't want to watch anything that YouTubers have done, or other psychics. I don't want to watch it. I will watch Deception Detective though.
Find anything?
I know for 100% they won't find anything.
So what do you make of the fact that they are bringing the cadaver dogs in?
Well, I'm actually pretty happy about that because it's been about 3 months. I've been asking for them, and it's just been delayed, I guess, till now. But I know things take time, and dogs are hard to get.
So what does this say to you? Because I mean, they are dogs searching for human remains.
Well, I know.
What I would like to know is, why is he like the media spokesperson for this case? Why is he the only one talking? That's what I want to know. Again, it's Don Wells. Why is Don the only one that was talking? And same with Trazell West. It was mostly only him talking. It's a bit fishy to me.
That it's going to be really hard work now that there's so much vegetation in the woods, but I'm pretty happy that they're going to be able to do it. I even hope that they bring more than one dog if they have access to more than one dog.
So what are you happy about? What do you hope this will bring?
I would just like to see maybe the social media speculation theories and accusations. Maybe they're not going to stop, but slow down, because at this point they're getting ridiculous.
So are you thinking that the dogs will go in there and won't find anything?
I know for 100% they won't find anything. I mean, that's probably why they waited this long to do it. It's just to keep the public informed, I guess, that they're hard at work.
Do you think it will rule things out?
Yeah, I think it will rule a lot of things out. Rule out that the RCMP are, working hard, and there's no human remains on the property.
Is there any piece of you that's preparing for the fact, like, what if they do find something?
No, because I didn't do anything. I know Malaya didn't do anything. I know my mother didn't do anything. Those are 3 people on the property. I mean, after the polygraph exams, they should have known right there. We didn't kill any of the kids, or we didn't kill the kids.
God. That gets me for some reason every time he says that. Like ever since yesterday, I've been hearing him. It just seems boldly says killed the kids. Like, so are you admitting they're dead, dude? Is that what's happening here? This is worse than talking about them in past tense. You're talking about them being dead.
Why do you think that they're not possibly, like, why that they didn't possibly wander into the woods?
I'm sure law enforcement is taking that into a big consideration there. That's a big factor.
Well, with the amount of
Right.
resources that were used, and I mean,
Right.
for everything from drones to helicopters to classified technology and all the searchers on the ground. I mean, searchers on bicycles. They did everything. On the pipeline, they took in ATVs and Argos and side by sides. They used everything they could.
Tell me about what do you make at this point of the investigation of what RCMP have been doing or not doing? What's your stance on all of that?
Well, I would like to go in for another whole round of polygraph exams. I mean, that would be, and maybe bring some new people in that are doing the polygraph exams.
Yeah.
But I know they're hard at work. I've filled notebooks with just trying to help them find leads or give them any kind of small detail, answer as many questions as they can.
And I'm also getting vibes of Brian Koberger here. Definite vibes of Koberger here. Just with the arrogance. Yeah. Like he figures he's done such a good job, they'll never figure it out. That's what I'm getting. Just found out today I've got COVID. Oh dear. Okay, you rest, Ruby. Take care, honey. Sorry to hear you've got the COVID. Get lots of rest. Exactly, Aggie. Like Candace wouldn't talk and Grandis left. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lots of vitamin C, lots of vitamin D. What is it, D5? I think it's vitamin D5 and zinc. Will fix you right up. Get better soon.
But I'm doing everything I can. I usually try to meet with them 3 times a week. And sometimes they're not around for that, or phone calls or texts, but whatever we can do.
So I guess to bring it back to the cadaver dogs, since you've been asking for it for so long, I guess, you don't have any information on how that will happen?
No, I don't even know where quite they're going to start searching or what they're going to do. Are they going to expand out onto the properties? The property there is fairly small. It's only 2 acres. So.
Yeah. Will it be the whole 8.5 that they searched previously?
I don't know. That's a lot. That would be quite a few. That'd be a couple weeks probably on foot doing that. But I mean, if you look at the.
No, 8 acres really isn't that big. It would take them a couple days to search it, not a couple weeks. Okay, I'm going to end this one.
I believe that with hard work.
We do believe that.
Okay, so we're going to jump to Nancy Guthrie. Thank you everybody for your amazing comments to me about my reading of Nancy yesterday. I'm glad that I'm kind of close on what it looks like has happened. Thank you very much for that. If y'all remember, I was picking up somebody, like I kept saying Muslim, and I was picking up Muslim and like almost like a religion hatred, almost a religion conflict. Almost like a hatred, and then a male female, and it was definitely somebody that she knew. And sporty. I'm picking up sporty. I was saying soccer. He plays soccer. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody that was kind of like tall. I can see them wearing like shorts with spandex underneath them, type sporting equipment, and then a jersey type thing. Um, I said black man, but it could be, doesn't have to be black man, but just the skin is darker. Yeah, and whatever. I don't know what else, but again, thank you very much for all your kind words. I just hope that my location is helpful. I'm not going to come out and say it on here, but I have a very strong feeling of which way they were headed. So we'll see. Hi, Mama 4. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back and being here. His mom owns other acres. Oh, I see. Daniel's mom? Daniel's mom or Nancy's son-in-law? Okay, so let's watch the video of the son of the sheriff here. This was 3 hours ago. Okay, let's go.
Nancy was taken from her home against her will, and that's where we're at. We don't know where she is, so we're you like any investigation. You start from the point of where we last saw her, and we work out, and we're working as far out as we can go.
The search for the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie has now entered its 4th day. Few details are known and the questions are growing, but officials say the investigation is going all out. So we welcome you to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino.
Good morning. Good morning at home. I'm Bill Hemmer. A lot of tension, you have to imagine, in Arizona with the family. The Pima County Sheriff says that she was last seen on Saturday night. Now, law enforcement processing evidence from the scene. The FBI is aiding in that investigation. Let's get to Alicia Cunha reporting live in Tucson, where the sun is now up for another day in this mystery. Alicia, hello.
Hi, Bill. TMZ and a handful of local TV news stations are all saying that they received alleged
ransom letter. What do you guys think about the ransom letter? Do you guys feel it's legit or not? Hi, Brett. Hi, Brett. Excuse me. What do you feel about the ransom letter? Does it feel real to you?
Ransom notes, and they received them by email. The outlets all said that the notes contained details of the crime scene not known to the public and a demand for millions in Bitcoin for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie. TMZ says it was given a specific Bitcoin address to send the money and that address is valid. All outlets say they turned the emails over to law enforcement. The sheriff was asked about the notes in a news conference.
I am going to say this. I was laying in bed wide awake for a long time last night. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about Lily and Jack all night, and I was thinking about Nancy all night. And I was actually getting a visual of where I believe they have gone because I used to live there. So I know the place like the back of my hand. So here I am lying in bed, and I'm literally doing like Google Earth in my head and on which way they went. And I hope to God I'm right and they find her soon. If I'm right, it would be about I'm gonna just judge lightly. I'll say about an hour east, if I'm right.
all leads we have. That's all I can tell you. We have a team designated to deal with all of our leads. They're looking into all of that. We are sharing all of our leads with the FBI. They are helping.
From Tucson to New Mexico, if I remember correctly, it's not that bad. It's like 5 or 6 hours drive, I think.
Us in evaluating those leads, how good they are, where that priority should be.
Wow.
Late in the afternoon yesterday, we saw the Pima County Sheriff's helicopter return to the Guthrie home. They spent between 30 minutes to an hour hovering over specific areas and retracing a flight pattern back to the main road and back. It caught everyone's attention out here because this came after the sheriff told reporters at that news conference that investigators had processed the crime scene in and outside the home, and the scene is now clear and that they had handed it over to the family. The New York Post is reporting that the FBI spent about 2 hours at the home of Savannah Guthrie's sister Annie, and that the Today Show host was also present. The sheriff says right now they are counting on doorbell and security cameras inside the home of.
Why ransom if Nancy wouldn't live without medication? Yeah, I don't know. They claimed the ransom note, yeah. Huh. You know what we've been having a problem with up here in Vancouver? Well, and I think it's actually all the way across Canada. Extortion problems with people from India. They're killing each other, extorting each other for money. It's crazy. Like they're demanding, the grocery store down the street, they're demanding a couple million from the owner of the store down the street. And if he doesn't pay, they're going to kill him. And they have. They actually do it. It's becoming a serious problem up here. Big, big problem.
Nancy Guthrie, data that did not upload to the cloud but may be in the server. Of note, Bill, right now we've been told by the Pima County Sheriff's Department that they will not hold a news conference today. They mentioned that yesterday. They said they're planning to hold one tomorrow and that they will have something if something breaks in the case and it's something that they need to get out immediately. This is a shift in the way that they have been communicating us up until now. So we are awaiting details, but no news conference. Bill?
Okay, Elisa, is that her front door over your left shoulder?
My question is, were they dragging a dead body? Hence the blood on the porch. My reading, Melissa, my reading is flat out telling me no. No, I'm getting that she was actually alive when she left the house. Hurt, injured, but alive. And touch wood, she very well could be still alive. I'm not getting an oh shit yet. But like I said yesterday, they need to hurry up. Which I'm sure they know. Yeah. As of right now, right this minute, I'm getting she is still with us. When I was doing my readings, I wasn't getting communication from her. I'm a medium. I wasn't getting communication from her, but I was getting communication from my guides for her, on behalf of her. My guides were telling me. So, yeah, that's always a good sign. Very good sign.
Yes, that is Nancy Guthrie's front door.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
Alicia, thank you. Go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you, we had a member of our crew who went up there yesterday. They saw several droplets of blood. We don't know whose blood that is, and that there was a trail of blood that led out into the gravel area. The Sheriff's Department right now isn't commenting on that right now.
Small comfort there. Alicia, thank you so much for that.
That's crazy, Aggie. That's crazy. How can they afford a 7? Well, yeah, I don't know. Good question, Donna. I don't know. Just rumors that I've heard that her son-in-law. Yeah, that's what they're saying, speculating. I think it was actually only Ashley Bamfield that has said that so far. I don't know if authorities have actually come out and has said that. Somebody did send me a photo yesterday of a camera. I don't know where they got it. There is a photo of a camera, and I'll see if I can show you guys here. Who sent this to me? Who sent me the photo? Sorry, I got 10,000 messages here. 2 secs. Oh, here we go. So this is a photo here. Tara. Okay. This is a photo here of the suspect, and this is who you might not be able to see this. This is who I was describing 1,000,000%. This guy's black. At least he looks black. He could be Eastern descent, but he clearly looks sporty too. Let me show it. Okay, clearly looks like a freaking sport, like it looks like a soccer player to me, or a baseball player, or a basketball player. That is who I got in my reading. To me, that doesn't look like the son-in-law. Might be, but I don't know. It doesn't look like the son-in-law to me. This guy seems to be taller and leaner. Taller and leaner, longer legs, more sporty. But yeah, I could be wrong. But this is exactly what I was seeing in my reading. And there's another picture up here. I'll show you. Remember, I was telling you guys that I saw a woman with a hijab on. I thought it was like a Muslim hijab thing. Well, I'll show you right now if I can find it. Where is it? There's a picture of them right here. It's not a hijab, but she's wearing a hat. Look at it. That's what I was seeing in my reading. This is exactly what I was seeing in my reading. Wow. Actually, the more I even look at it, it's just... Okay, so he is definitely Eastern descent of some kind. The Iranian. Black beard, yeah. Why would they be doing that in the car? It could have been because the press was taking pictures of them. I think it's because the press was taking pictures of them. Yeah, that's the daughter. That's Annie. So yeah. So the picture I showed you off my phone and her covering her face like that, that's what I was seeing. Crazy. Seriously. Super sad. The lady was 84 years old.
Thank you, Dana.
Joining us now is former FBI supervisory agent James Gagliano. It's so good to have you here. What do you make of what Alicia just reported, and especially the lack of any more information, apparently at least scheduled for today from the sheriff's office?
Yeah, Dana, sometimes I think when we're putting information out from a law enforcement perspective, less is more. Clearly, this is
Okay, we don't want to hear his...
We begin today following the very latest out of Tucson, where the desperate search for Nancy Guthrie has now...
Okay, this is for 6 hours ago. This is News Nation. He's from Italy, but doesn't mean he's not Iranian. Italian, okay. Are Italians are usually Catholic, aren't they? I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. Maybe the person I'm seeing in that photo is somebody else that I'm picking up on. Maybe there's a second man.
Now entered its fourth day. According to police, the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie was taken from her home just north of Tucson sometime between 9:30 Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Video obtained by News Nation shows the cameras at her home were smashed, and a trail of blood appears to lead out from her front door. Police say they do not have a suspect nor a person of interest in this apparent kidnapping, but are talking with anyone who might have had contact with Nancy Guthrie before her disappearance. There are reports as well.
I was right. How do I post this? I was freaking right. Okay, give me a sec here. I think, oh my gosh. Download. Okay, I'm going to turn my screen share off for a second. I'm going to try and show you guys a photo that was just sent to me. Let's see. Go to my phone, and then I go to there, and not that. Not that. Okay, where do I... Downloads. No, I don't want that one. Sorry, give me a sec, guys. Facebook photos. I might have to put it up on my community wall. Desktop, no. Oh, here we go. One sec here. Okay, so this was just sent to me. Share screen. Here we go. And show you. All right. Wowee. Okay, so look at this. This boyfriend of Savannah Guthrie's sister appears to have be a foreign national with very strange international ties. Turkey. Yes, I thought so. Ha ha ha. Oh my god, I was right. Huh. Okay, so I wish there was more. I wonder if there's more pictures. Because, what if the guy that I'm picturing is one in this photo somewhere. Huh. What do you think, people? What do you think? Turkey. Wow. What do you guys think of that? You just bought a turkey when you were... That's her husband, yeah. But it's about who he is in contact with. Because honestly, I feel like the photo that I showed you guys, the other photo, I don't think it's the same guy. I don't think it's the husband. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me. This guy just looks... Look at the legs, the lower legs. Almost looks like he'd be a basketball player type physique. Sporty. That's what, yeah, very well could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. You know, paid a buddy to do it for paid a buddy to do it so they could all claim money. It's almost like extortion, isn't it? It's almost like extortion in a way. Wow, that's crazy. Well, we'll see. It's too bad. They need to hurry up. Please hurry up. Please, 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 somebody, please hurry up.
Of a ransom note demanding Bitcoin in return for her release. The amount reportedly in the millions, but investigators have yet to confirm if...
Yeah, she was supposed to be hosting the Olympics, yeah. And that's what my reading was about yesterday. I was getting some kind of, I don't know, sport. Something about the whole sport thing is the sports conflict as well, besides religion. Yes, you did. Thank you, Charmin. Sports. I don't understand fully. It could be just a validation to show me what we're dealing with, but the sports came up a lot for me. Whoever this suspect is that I'm reading does sports. Olympic sports? Possibly. Or they would like to think they were Olympic. They would like to be an Olympic, but they did. They didn't make it. Something like that. I just see them playing sports. Oh, it's fixing to be in Italy? So why was her watch taken off? I know, that's a good question, Aggie. I don't know. Unless they're intending to steal the watch, but maybe they were intending to steal the watch. And now she isn't, exactly. And she'd been preparing for months and months and months to go to the Olympics.
If that note is in fact authentic, or if they are taking that request seriously. News Nation's Nancy Liu is live outside Nancy Guthrie's home. Nancy, what are we learning at this hour?
Well, Nicole, with no major suspects named and no major developments in this case, the mystery has only deepened, especially with multiple claims
They
of
should have cleaned
ransom
that up.
notes.
They should have cleaned that up. That's just wrong. I can't believe they didn't. After they tested and everything and got results, I can't believe they didn't go back and clean that up for the family. That's bad. Yeah. Somebody should have gone and cleaned that up. The watch was connected to the pacemaker, that's correct. And then it disconnected at like 2 a.m. The Bluetooth disconnected. Yeah, I agree.
Received by news organizations. Those have been forwarded to law enforcement. But here at Nancy Guthrie's home, News Nation did find a trail of blood droplets near the front door and what appears to be a missing doorbell camera with just a bracket on the right side of the door frame. But Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, he's refused to address any blood evidence in this investigation. And he says detectives are still trying to obtain video footage from cameras inside the home, possibly in cloud storage. As for data from Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker, which reportedly stopped transmitting data at around 2 a.m. on Saturday, the sheriff won't confirm a time window of the abduction, fearing it would discourage additional tips from before or after. Now, according to the sheriff, the department is still waiting on test results from other evidence, including DNA samples and fingerprints.
That lab will report back to us what they find. So far, that what we found from that lab is nothing that would tell us this is who did this.
Now, meantime, the sheriff confirms that investigators are looking into alleged ransom.
Oh, you guys can't see what I'm showing you? Oh, Tara, really? Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie. Okay.
Notes sent to TMZ and a local Tucson TV news outlet demanding millions in Bitcoin for the release of Nancy Guthrie. These unverified notes were said to include undisclosed details about the crime scene. And because of the situation, Savannah Guthrie is not going to be part of the NBC Olympic coverage. She remains here in Tucson with family, and we know the FBI spoke to them yesterday. We also know that they are getting regular updates from the Pima County Sheriff. Nicole?
Such a tough time for that family. What's next, Nancy, in this investigation? What are we looking out for at this point?
Yeah, as you know, we saw.
They shouldn't be showing that. They shouldn't be showing that, and that should have been cleaned up. Before family went back into that house last night, that should have been cleaned up for them before they stepped there. That's just a disgrace.
Quite a media blitz by the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos, over the past few days. Well, he does not have another news conference until tomorrow. He says there won't be one unless there's a major break in the case. Now, the statement released by the department earlier this morning, it discouraged speculation and stressed that there are no suspects or persons of interest in this case at this point. Now, on another front, there's going to be a candlelight vigil tonight at a community church in this area with organizers asking for everyone to wrap their arms around the Guthrie family in strength and community.
Everybody
Nicole?
do that.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download.
From afar, everybody send prayers tonight, please. From what we've been hearing, Nancy was very, very dedicated to her faith and the church, and so everybody please say prayers tonight for her. Pray they find her immediately. Okay, everybody. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for being here today and hanging with me for a couple hours. I love you all. If you're new and you're in the background, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for me. I would highly appreciate it. And I will talk to all of you later. I might come on later again. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if somebody is showing the vigil or not. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.